We were flying with the windows rolled down, and I'm still trying like hell to figure out how a girl like you and a boy like me can fall in love so easily. No denying, I don't mind it when we're flying. Next thing I know is you're throwing that.
Hey guys, welcome back. We're a couple of minutes late. I apologize. That's all my fault. Actually, it's the computer's fault. Either way, I'm gonna bring Todd in here. We have Todd Cameron joining us. Hey Todd, how are you?
Good. How are you?
We're good. We're good. I know I felt like I was kind of rushing you because we were talking off camera, and I felt like I was rushing you. Please accept my apology.
No, you're good.
I told you about all the computer issues because, it decides to update 2 hours before. I think, I got plenty of time. No, I was stressing it.
That's how it always goes. It's always something. But hey,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you for having me on this today.
No, I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. So I will tell you that I became a fan from TikTok because I'm one of the over 30. I'm not going to say I'm that far over 30. I'm not saying how far over 30 I am, but I am one of the moms of TikTok, the over 30 on TikTok.
Yeah.
But what I have found through this whole quarantine thing is I've discovered a lot of artists that I maybe wouldn't have paid attention to before because it just wouldn't have crossed my path. But I'm glad you did. And I think the song, and it was Denim Days and Neon Nights is the one, is the single that was released, and it's doing really well.
I'll put it to you this way: TikTok and obviously just the fans, Instagram and Facebook, friends and family of from my past groups that I was in have absolutely driven it a lot faster than I thought it would. Again, when you're kind of just throwing stuff out and just seeing how it does, you don't know. And so it was really cool. It's been really cool to watch it just kind of like take off and do its own thing. People are doing videos to it, so it's fun.
Which is a fun thing of actually, Officer Joshua Scales from TikTok. We had him on last week. He said he would love to network with you, so
Absolutely.
I will hook you all up.
Yeah, do it. Absolutely.
Because he's amazing, and Officer Scales and Officer Udi are doing amazing things with the TikTok platform, and
absolutely,
it's great. So, but yeah, we'll do that. Officer Scales, I promise you, I will send you his stuff here when we're done.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, looking forward to it. Absolutely.
But TikTok has been a great platform for people I have a puppy that just came in here to see me. So
all good. Hey,
are you wanting to see what's going on?
The dog will bring way more views than I will. I promise. Right? That works.
I don't know about that. But it's been a great platform, especially during the quarantine. I mean, I hate to say it's a quarantine platform, but it kind of is.
Yeah, no, I tell you what, I actually wish I'd have joined it a little bit sooner. It's kind of funny, like you always hear, like, when you're in the music world, you kind of hear about, have you heard about this or this or this? And like now, I used to always be like, nah, I'm good. Like I went into music 15 years ago, and I was like really just kind of just getting my feet wet with a band, and we were awful. And then you joined another band a year later, and just kind of kept going from there and there. But as you kind of started, you start hearing, social media. And it was like, you didn't worry about videos. You weren't trying to really promote it. It was just like friends, because it wasn't a big deal then. It was still send a text and tell everybody. But if I had known what I know now,
isn't that the way?
The first one on all those platforms, and I think I'd probably be in a little bit different position than.
It's kind of how we all are too. We're like, when I look at it, I'm like, I've never heard of TikTok. What are you talking about? But same way with Snapchat. I mean, I'll use Snapchat literally to videotape my father, and that's it, because it's funny.
Right.
But then I post them everywhere else.
Right, post it up everywhere. Hey, and that's the way you got to do it, because you just never know when you're going to catch somebody else's attention. That's the thing I love about TikTok is every time you post a video, like the people that follow you, they can check and see it, but you automatically get a whole brand new group of For You people. And that's what's awesome is like, it's allowed me to grow in just a short amount of time period. I was like, wow. And I kind of figured it out, you know, and it was super cool. So, hey, Lindsay, what's up? But yeah, it's like, it's fun to watch how kind of like, you know, you can literally post over here, you can post over here. It doesn't matter. You can't, there's probably the one platform TikTok is that like doesn't punish you. I guess like, for posting more, you know, everybody else wants ads and stuff, and you know, it's just
And what I do love about it too, not that this is not an advertisement for TikTok. We are not paid by them to give you this advice. We would like to be. I welcome any advertising deals to discuss, but you don't have to. There's no pretty much political. Like there aren't posts that you have to read about any political stance. It's just mostly to positive stuff or lifting people up or music,
funny,
dance or laughing. Yeah,
funny. I love it. I love everything. And you can get discovered. I mean, it's you know, I think it might be a little bit saturated as far as the live side on it right now. Like if you post up like a song, you're almost better off posting up like your recorded song. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, go check it out. And then people are like, whoa. What, you know, and that's
and you have a goal right now for Spotify.
Yes, trying to get 1,000 people. So if you get, I think this is probably why people got confused. They started following me on TikTok, which I'm super thankful for. But Spotify people, like if you click the heart or the follow button, depending on what service you have, like after 1,000, that's like the magic number. You're automatically going to get on a Spotify editorial playlist. Every time, every song. So, which can open you up to thousands of brand new fans, which can absolutely drive you right up again. Same thing. So,
right. And I don't
work that angle a little bit. So,
well, because it's a good angle, I don't think, I mean, everybody is kind of struggling right now with whether they don't have a job or they've lost their job due to COVID or still on layoff. And musicians, anybody in the music business is struggling right now because you all are not playing regular gigs. So, we've been trying to also say the best way to support you all, if you can't do merch, that's okay too. We understand, but it doesn't cost anything to follow you on Spotify and to stream the music because you still get paid. Right. So there's no reason for anyone to not go follow on Spotify and stream the music.
Hey, even if you know, I always say it like this too. Share with your friends. You know, even if you don't, I can tell you, there's tons of times that I don't necessarily like a certain song, and I have no problem telling my friends, hey, like this is not my favorite one out, but I'm gonna share it anyway because you're my friend. And who knows, on my following list, there might be 100 new people that are like, well, I've never even heard of this person, like. And
absolutely.
She all of a sudden gets that many more followers just because I shared it. And I always tell people, like, we're a community. We got to work together. That's what we got to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So now you are originally from Princeton, West Virginia.
Right. Princeton, W.
So how'd that transition to Nashville work for you?
It was crazy. So actually,
because West Virginia and Nashville, they are not the same.
Yeah, there's you know, they are, but they aren't. You're right. It's kind of funny. Like, I mean, I'm on the outskirts of Nashville just a little bit, so I kind of, you know, try to find the most West Virginia part of the state. That's what I tell people. But no, honestly, I grew up. It's funny. Nobody in my family except my aunt. She sang like opera, and that's it. Nobody in my family does any music at all, and I just like got hooked watching CMT music videos. And then when I got older, I like got into rock, and I always tell people like I was watching like VH1 when they had music videos. I don't know if this
right,
but I used to watch those. That was like the dream, the top 20 countdown, and you know, just like really was all about music. And I finally got a guitar at a young age and started learning to play, and started out in church, and you know, worked my way through church and a little bit, and then I got on the rock side, so I kind of stepped outside of the church thing, and it was like, you know, more of a rocker. But you know, we did. I did a lot of stuff just kind of on and off in some different bands, and then really didn't hit it until I was in grad school at Marshall University, and I started like playing, like there's obviously some venues there that did like open mic, and I just kind of just started doing it, and I met another guy up there. We ended up starting a band together and did that for, you know, a decade, and I learned a lot. We opened up for a lot of amazing artists, a lot of the big name artists, in town, and we're just blessed, super thankful. And it's just because the fans got behind us from day one, our friends, and from there, I literally was able to. I was still working at the time, and my job, half the people at my job were fans. They come out to our shows in West Virginia all the time. They're like, and the HR director's like, "You need to get Nashville." And 2 weeks later, I'm interviewing for a job down here, and I'm like, "Well, I don't know if I should do this or not." And then 2 weeks after that, I found myself living in Nashville. So in a month's time, I literally made the move, and it worked for work purposes, and obviously coming down here. And I was just blown away. It was such an amazing experience.
And it is really a cool. The first few times I don't know, I think it took a couple of years of actually visiting there before I ever even experienced like a tourist part of Nashville, because it was too busy doing networking and stuff like that. But yeah, it's funny that when it's a whole world in and of itself. That
it's a crazy world. It's just
yes.
So,
it is. I would like for you to sing us a song if you would like to. Do you want to do Denim Days? Do you want to do that one?
That's a fun one. We'll do that.
All right. I'm going to give you the screen and I'm going to step out for a minute while we enjoy that.
All right. 6 a.m. It's a Florida sunrise. Punching in for that hell hot sun's high. Muddy Wranglers till that day is done time. Then unwinding rum liming down by the bay. West Coast, it's a blacktop grid line. Clocked out, crawling down to that hot spot. In a Levi's jacket, it's worn and frayed, 'cause it worked 9 to 5 and got Friday night pay. In those denim days and neon nights, it's born a race, it's a way of life. Under burning stars and a patchwork sky, we live denim days and neon nights. It's a coal mine assembly line, blue jean mountain mama, cut off, stay off, Lake in Arizona, work hard, play hard, air that you breathe. From the farm raised truck beds to bar stool seats, living denim days and neon nights. It's born a race, it's a way of life. Under burning stars and a patchwork sky, we live denim days and neon nights. Those denim days and neon nights. Look around wherever you are, yeah, it runs in your veins, tattooed on your heart. Time flies and nothing stays the same, but no matter what happens, we'll never change those denim days and neon nights. It's born a race, it's a way of life. Under burning stars and a patchwork sky, we live denim days and neon nights. Those denim days and neon nights. It's born a race, it's a way of life. Under burning stars and a patchwork sky, we live denim days and neon nights. It's a fabric that sits in the stars and stripes. It's denim days and neon nights. Denim days and... All right, there you have it. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Music, farmersonly.com, wherever you listen to music. All right.
Did you say farmersonly.com?
Maybe. I'm trying to get them to me too.
Okay, so now we need the scoop. Are you seriously on farmersonly.com?
No, but I might create a profile one day just to see. So.
I mean, you never know.
The funny thing is, I just like to see how many people would create one just to see if I'm on there. So.
Oh, well, hey, maybe Todd's on farmersonly.com. You need to go check it out. Just for anybody, for people watching, there was a little bit of technical difficulty, and I don't know if you all have storms coming through too.
It might be, yeah, it's been kind of on off.
It was a little in and out on. It just kept slowing down, but I mean, it was still great.
A little bit better. Let's try this.
Okay.
Oh, I just froze it.
So now we just get to look at Todd's
Can you hear
face
me?
for a few minutes. I can hear you just fine.
Uh-oh.
I can hear you, but you're frozen.
See if that works. Sorry. See if that
No,
works.
no, it's okay. It's all right.
Sorry. My bad. It's frozen for a second. All right.
That's all right.
Hopefully this next one will be better.
No, well, we're in Kentucky right now, so we've been having a lot of storms coming through. So
I know I'm actually not too far from the Kentucky border, so yeah, we're probably getting the same ones.
probably you are still frozen on my end, but yeah.
Hang on. Should I refresh? Would that be the best thing to do?
I don't know. This is a first. We can try it. The worst thing that can happen is you can come back in.
Let me try it. Here we go. Hang on.
Okay. Well, we lost Todd, but we'll get him back here in just a second. He'll come back in just a minute. So these storms have been coming through like crazy. And let's see. It looks like he's back in. He is.
All right.
There we go. No, it's okay.
Hopefully I wasn't making like a weird face like. Yes.
No, it was okay. It wasn't too bad. We'll post it later so you can see it. Y'all don't tell him how bad it was. I'm just kidding. Totally kidding. Okay, who's the little boy? Is that your son that was trying to pull the boat?
No. So that's my buddy. That's my buddy's kid. The boat was parked over at his house, and I was cracking up because we took the boat out the other day, and I was like, "Hey, I need to park it over at your house." He's like, "All right." He sends me this video. He goes, "Hey, man, Lane has big aspirations with this car," and I busted out laughing. I was like, "This is the greatest video ever!" And it's just like gives up. Like he's like, "You better put it in full drive for that."
It was funny. Although he did look, I felt bad for him. I was really hoping somebody was going to be behind the boat, like just pushing it a little
bit.
Yeah. So he got a little traction with it because I felt so bad for him.
He's funny. He's a good kid. So yeah, but that was too funny.
We talked, you gave a little secret and you're going to give us an exclusive now that we have a good connection.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have a song coming out in 2 weeks and you're going to exclusively play it for us first, which I'm so excited. And I had no idea until we got on here. I grew up in church, correct?
Yep. It's called Grew Up in Church. It's brand new. We're actually, it's kind of funny because we were starting to pitch it and we're probably still will just because, I'm not at a level yet that it would really reach a large enough of an audience just yet, unless something. I really think this song is probably one of my favorites because it probably speaks the loudest for who I am and just things that I just encountered growing up, pieces of my life that really just kind of are stick out to me, and just it's kind of funny that the church is obviously resembles a couple different things. Obviously, it just kind of resembles the town itself, like this kind of bubble that I grew up in, as I call it, small town West Virginia. You don't really know a lot better, and but like everybody played a part in your growing up. So
yeah, that's there are a lot of great things about a small town, and there are a lot of you can't get away with anything in a small town.
No.
But on the other hand of that, you always have somebody that is participating in who you end up being. So, but yeah, please take it away. So this is an exclusive from Todd Cameron. I grew up in church.
Sounds good. Thanks. Summer night on a red clay track, me and the boys in a stolen 12-pack till Mr. Jones from the choir came around. Matter of time before Daddy found out. Spent Sunday mornings looking across the aisle, I'm missing words when I saw her smile. I'd count the days till our next kiss, sneak out back after Bible study ends. I learned love was patient, kind, and true. Hey, you better do unto us as you'd have them do to you. Yeah, I grew up in church. I met Jesus in those red words. And I believe that if you want to move mountains, it's going to take a little faith. Yeah, I was raised by everyone here. Shared my laughter and my tears. Baptized and confessed right here. Forgiven more than I deserve. Yeah, I grew up in church. And every time they'd pass that plate, well, Daddy wouldn't hesitate. Now, even down to his last dime, he'd say, son, don't worry, 'cause God will provide. Let those verses always be your guide. Yeah, I learned everything I'd ever need was right here inside. 'Cause I grew up in church, I met Jesus in those red words. Yeah, I believe that if you wanna move mountains, it's gonna take a little faith. Yeah, I was raised by everyone here that shared my laughter and my tears, baptized and confessed right here, forgiven more than I deserve. Yeah, I grew up in church. It might be 2x4s and some old stained glass to those who walk on by. But to me, it's more than just Jesus saves on a Sunday service sign. 'Cause I grew up in church. Yeah, I grew up in church. I met Jesus in those red words. And I believe that if you want to move mountains, it's gonna take a little faith. Yeah, I was raised by everyone here. Shared my laughter and my tears, baptized and confessed right here, forgiven more than I deserve. Yeah, I found forgiveness I still don't deserve. But I grew up in church. Yeah, I grew up in church. Yeah, I grew up in church. There you go.
Oh my gosh, that song is amazing.
Thank you.
Like I was trying to share the video and stuff as we're going, and I kept getting stuck because I was thinking, oh my gosh, so good, such a good line, so good.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was super pumped. So I'm excited for this one to come out. I'm shooting for 2 weeks. It might go 3.5 weeks. It just depends on what time we can. We're still wrapping up the last couple pieces like tonight and tomorrow. So hopefully we can knock it out and go.
Yeah, well, we'll make sure we're paying attention, and we'll make sure that we're sharing it too, because
awesome.
That's a good one. I mean, they're all good. I mean, in the current single, "Flying," it's really catchy, and it's kind of a feel good summer song. But this one is just you take us to church, but you take us to a small town. But I mean, it's good. It's good.
I'm glad you liked it. That's awesome.
I did. I love it. And I can't wait to see what happens with you, Todd, because I mean, you have this great personality, and and I know we keep talking about TikTok, but seriously, guys, check out TikTok, because and Todd Cameron Music, you get to see a different side of him than you may get to see on Facebook, or you get to see a funnier side. Yeah. But there's also the serious side too, and the and stuff, and then you still get to hear his music. Make sure you follow him on Spotify, because that's an absolute must. And there's going to be more information and stuff coming from him very soon. Now, I'm not going to let you go without a challenge song, because I saw you put the guitar down, but I cannot let you go without the challenge song. So the challenge song being, at the beginning of the quarantine, there were all the deep cuts challenges.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you would have done one, what would you have chosen? And then I want you to play it for us.
No, you're good. Man, you know what? I tell you what, I'm actually a fan of this Air Church song. I think I'm gonna do it. I haven't played this in a long time, so.
Sorry, we're all friends here.
This is one of the first ones that I ever listened to by him. Yeah, I literally haven't played this in a long time. But this is called "Sinners Like Me." So that was like actually the title track for his album.
Yeah.
Let's see it. Trying to remember here. There we go. We'll try it out.
All right.
15. My daddy's old man called me halfway through my first beer. He laughed so hard, my face turned green. He said, you come from a long line of sinners like me. Me and my brother go to see him sometimes. He don't have much to say anymore. So he sat on his headstone with a fifth of Jack D. Here's to a long line of sinners like me. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-dee. Come from a long line of sinners like me. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-dee. Here's to a long line of sinners like me. Mama had a soft spot for a hill-raising boy, so she had two more just like him. It takes an angel to raise a family that comes from a long line of sinners like me. Well, now, baby, who knows? One day I'll settle down and give my dad a grandson of his own. And when the doctor smacks him, probably take a swing. Does it come from a long line of sinners like me? La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-dee. I come from a long line of sinners like me. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-dee. Here's to a long line of sinners like me. On the day I die, know where I'm gonna go, 'cause me and Jesus got that part worked out. Wait at the gates, to his face I see. Stand in a long line of sinners like me. Stand in a long line of sinners like me. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-dee. I come from a long line of sinners like me. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-da-di-dee. Here's to a long line of sinners like me. I come from a long line of sinners like me. That's one of my favorites.
Look, I mean, 2006, Eric Church, Sinners
Right.
Like Me. I looked it up. I didn't know 2006 off the top of my head. I did look it up, but because I was thinking, oh my gosh, I love the Deep Cuts Challenge because it brought back songs I hadn't heard in forever.
Yeah.
So 2006, even though it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, it really, yeah. And I mean, you can't go wrong with Eric Church. I mean, talk about songwriter, storyteller, and what an amazing job you did with that song. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Appreciate it very much.
Everybody I want to tell them again, Todd Cameron Music on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify. Make sure you go to Spotify. We need to get him to 1,000+ followers.
Right. We can get it up there. It'd be awesome.
Yeah, we're not stopping at 1,000. You all just keep going. Yeah, we'll just keep going, and go follow him on all the social media platforms. Stay tuned. There's big things coming, and then follow him on TikTok just to have some fun for a bit. And
yeah, I'm liable to post up something funny. So
yeah, you never know. Todd, thank you so much for being here with us. I really appreciate it, and I know we had a few technical difficulties, but no big deal. Hey, it's live and it's all good.
All good. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thank you for having me, Laura. I appreciate you so much. So
Oh, you're welcome.
we'll do it again. We'll do it again.
Yes, and I will. Don't go off yet. I will get you the information for Officer Scales.
Awesome.
So,
Yes.
okay.
Awesome.
All right. Bye, guys. You all take care.
See y'all.